Prizm basketball, arguably one of the hottest modern products in the sports card hobby. In this video, we're going to take a look back in history at the early first years of Prizm basketball and talk about some of the rumors and stories that are out there. And I'll give you some of the sources to back these up. For example, did you know the original hobby Prizm in 2012 did not have any 1 of 1 or anything numbered except for the gold number to 10? When I was referring to refractors, there were Mojo autos, I believe, numbered to 25. We'll take a look at that. Did you know that 2012 was the first year after Panini negotiated a monopoly license on basketball to save basketball in the modern day hobby? Did you know later Panini Prizm was almost discontinued and maybe saved with a little Ben Simmons luck in the 5th year of the product? We're going to look into that as well. Guys, please sit back, grab some popcorn. I hope you'll like this video. We're going to try to keep it short, sweet, and to the point in the first few years of Prizm basketball. And I'll share the resources where I got some of this information. I actually made a video like this almost 2 years ago, the first 5 years of Prizm basketball. Didn't get many views, so I thought we'd try it again and kind of update it with some of the new stuff going on. I'll leave a link below to this video and 2 other videos I have, which are a deeper dive into Prizm the first year and Prizm second year products. So I do hope you'll take a look at that. But for this right now, we're going to be using Cardboard Connection and some of the stories that I have to share with you. First of all, I want to share with you, this set has stayed at 300 card base set every year until this year. This year, the 2021-22 season is the first year where the basketball set has actually increased to 330 cards. Did you know that the first set, again, the iconic first year Prizm, was almost a bust? It definitely was not selling for that price. Hobby boxes were $13,000. I think this was around under $100 a box when it first came out. Some people can correct me if I'm wrong. What I thought was really interesting is to share with you the checklist here. And I think I heard about this mentioned several times, but I think it's strong to emphasize there were only 3 colors. There was the silver Prizm, there was the green Prizm, and then there was the gold. There was nothing else in the product. It had base cards. In fact, this product really was Panini's first attempt to replace the Topps Chrome by giving 2 autographs per box. So it really was not a parallel chase at all. It was an autograph. There were 2 autographs per box, and that's what people are paying, under $100 for with the autographs. And that was a pretty good price to chase some autographs. Relatively good collector set for the checklist. It's staying at 300. On the autograph set, you will see theirs are numbered to 25. Again, no 1 of 1, no major pyramids or rainbows to chase, but a really cool product. And I'd say, again, probably one of the iconic sets when we look back at modern basketball in the future. We're either going to love or hate this set. I actually was trying to complete the set at one point. With the latest boom, it's just been impossible to even try to keep up with that. It wasn't until the next year that Panini kind of expanded the reach. And again, you think about Panini where they are, right? This is the second year where they have the monopoly in basketball. And just to give you a little information, you can check Wax Museum for this story. But when the license came up for debate, Topps, Panini, Upper Deck all came together with the NBA, and they agreed. They basically opted out of bidding against Panini to give Panini the monopoly license in basketball. They felt the hobby needed someone to focus on basketball, to revive it. Basketball sales were not doing well. Basketball as a product was not very popular. I guess it didn't have the global appeal that it does today. So here we are in the 2013 as they start to build out this product. A big thing happens this year, and that is introduction to the retail market. What you're going to see here, Target and Walmart, the first time they appear on the scene. This is very important. It's very important how modern cards start to get a foothold in the hobby. I'll tell you, my kids back in 2015, I think it was 15, would come to me and tell me, "Dad, can you give me Prizm? Prizm's the best you can get in the stores," because that's what most kids got. They were going after hoops and prestige and other products, but Prizm was the thing. But again, it was because of this second year product going out here. Now, again, we have more. We have the black Prizm 1 of 1, which is a hobby product. And then the introduction of the Hobby Jumbo. I want to mention that because you don't see Hobby Jumbo. Right now, it's Hobby Box, right? There used to be Hobbies and Hobby Jumbos. I'm wondering the difference in price in a Hobby and a Hobby Jumbos, and are there any Jumbos out there? Because again, there was a 1 of 1 in both the Hobby and the Hobby Jumbo. Mosaic, this is, by the way, guys, the first introduction to the term Mosaic Prizm. There is no Mosaic product at this time. That will come later on, I believe, in 2016, 17. Maybe it's 17, yeah, I think it's 16, 17, the Ben Simmons year. But Mosaic is mentioned here as a 1 of 1 chase card. Going to the checklist, again, I'll leave a link here below. You can look at this, 300 players. Again, 25 and 10 on the autos. Again, we introduced the 10, and we had a 1 of 1. So we actually have 3 1 of 1s in the product. When you think of the auto, you have the mosaic, and you have the black finite. Again, still wonderful product. One of the downfalls is the rookie class here is pretty weak. I think Giannis is the man who carries this class. Now, looking back, there might be some more people who have some strength in the class, but Giannis was really the chase card. If you guys haven't seen the movie Rise, great movie, it gives you a little memory of that draft class and who was in the draft class and so forth. Nerlens and so that dominant sets. Just a really cool set. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Go check it out. Now, it's the 3rd year we're in Prizm here, where Prizm starts to expand its color. We start going to more and more different parallels. We look at the checklist here. I believe we're going to stay with 1 of 1 there, 1 of 1 black Prizm. We have the 2, we have a gold, and we have a gold pulsar. So we've expanded the 10s. There's now 2 10 chases. And again, at this point, Prizm still is not a very popular set. Okay, it's probably in 2015-16 where their actions aren't good. I will tell you, this year's set was given away by Mojo Breaks as skunk packs. I have a video. I'll try to leave that below, where my son's opening some skunk packs and pulls the Giannis base card. As I said, it was a skunk pack product. This was a giveaway. People could not get rid of this product. Just no one wanted it. There was no interest in it. You have the silvers. There's some, again, nice checklist. You will again see, I believe you have here, do they reference the retail? I know you still have the retail, but I don't know if they call it out the same way they did before. Prizm red, Prizm light blue. Yeah, but you can see the expansions. Again, more and more color. I'm not going to specifically hit you the numbers. You can count those. And again, I keep hearing varying numbers on how many different parallels were there each year. 2015-16. Now, my understanding is this is a year where it really came to debate on whether or not Prizm was going to continue as a product. That Panini was looking at this. It wasn't doing well for sales. Again, it's getting a lot of bad feedback. This is when the channel was forcing this product on you. You want NT? Well, you're going to have to buy some Prizm. You want flawless? You can buy some Prizm. And this is across the board. Prizm expanded, but this time was in baseball, was also in football, but still not a very popular or well-recepted product. Again, looking at parallels, you have the orange Prizm showing up on the scene here at 65, golds and singles. This is your autograph, right? We had 25s, those are gone, and they're replaced by the 65. So you expanded every year. Panini's expanded that little checklist a little more, aren't they? Just inch it out. Now, again, I want to argue something here. Panini knows right now at this point in time, collectors wanted autos and they wanted rarity. They kind of like some of these chase cards. Panini understands that. So come in the 5th year now, we pull in this year, and this is the year. Now look at this. Look at the price difference here. $450 a hobby box. I can't believe that's right. I think that's got to be wrong. But anyway, this is when Panini again really ups the game on the color. Now they did introduce here Teal Wave, the 5th year anniversary. I made a comment in my other video. I didn't see a big push on the 10th year anniversary when that happened. Maybe it just wasn't as important to Panini. I don't know. It's surprising they would miss out in the 10th year of Panini Prizm. But the 5th year anniversary, a couple of things happened here. So first of all, going into this year, Ben Simmons decides he's better than everybody else, and he decides to do a LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and signs with Upper Deck to be exclusive on autographs. Now, this caused some hustle in the hobby at the time. I'll tell you that personally, somebody chasing cards. This, who was the chase rookie card? I believe it became Ingram at this time. But all the attention focused on, well, what's Panini going to do? They have no autographs. They have no autographs in Ben Simmons. He's the #1, chase in this product. So Panini's Silver Prizm started to take off. Now, there's a conspiracy, and where I got this information, by the way, is from Mojo Breaks. They did a great story on this many years ago on their channel before they broke off to Mojo Media. And they talk about how there was a conspiracy where Silver Prizm prices started going up. If you look at the checklist here, silvers were an unknown. People never knew how many were out there, but they were always kind of a shiny want because they were in retail. They were in all the different products, hobby and retail. So there was a move on those. And I'll just make this a short story. At one point, a graded Ben Simmons Silver Prizm broke $1,000. And my understanding at that time in 2016, 17, I believe this was a BGS as well. I don't think PSA was they're doing it with. I might be wrong, but a gem mint Ben Simmons Silver Prizm would sell for over $1,000. And that really caught attention. A pack pulled Ben Simmons in a retail pack would fetch around $100, right? Because people would chase that, they wanted that. That was where excitement really built. And in my opinion, this saved the product, because what this did within the collector community, and money was in this, because now as a casual collector, I could go pull a blaster box off the shelf and possibly get $100 of a $20 risk, right? Just potentially. And maybe even bigger if I wanted to grade it. Not that people were grading as much then, but that potential, that chase was there. And then there was the other rookies. What else can we chase, right? So this was a key point. I can't stress this as much enough. This 5th year and Ben Simmons opting not to put his autos in the product really, in my opinion, helped Panini's products more than it hurt them, which is very ironic in many ways. Okay, Panini takes off here. This really opens up the floodgates for all the different colors. You have all the different, here's a couple of them here. I think this is the last year you see reduction. After this year, you go into the LaMelo Ball year. LaMelo, Tatum, and LaMelo's father did a lot. I mean, Panini should have sent him a check because LaMelo Ball did a lot for promoting that year. I want to share with you real quickly. If you look back real quickly here, this is the 2021. This is the Chase year after. This is the Anthony Edwards year. The base set still stayed at 300. Where is that? Base set 300. And I think this is the 10th year anniversary, right? There's also the introduction of lucky envelopes. And as someone asked about those came out this year. They were not the previous year. I think this was them. And there's an envelope you could buy for a couple $100 and all the cards in it are numbered to 8. Very, very high Chase. There's a green 8s too that had that as well. I think maybe lucky envelopes might have been the year before now that I think about it. It might have been Zion year, but everything came out in Zion year. Here's what I want to summarize on or finalize on. Here we are, I think, in year 11, 12 of Panini Prizm basketball. They have up the checklist now finally to 330, right? Which is a 10% increase, 10% standard increase, at least on the base set, but really with the refractors. Look at all the different refractors here. Lucky envelope, black gold, shimmer green, black shimmer, nebula. Fast break does not have a 101. Factory hyper prisms. Look at all those different colors, man. Wow. Now at the same time, they've diluted like here's my last comment on this kind of look back into Prizm. Prizm's a great lesson on a product, on how a product was introduced to a market, how that product changed to meet the market's demands, how then that product changed the market, and now where that product stands today with the loss of the licensing pending, the over potential printing of products, and the current valuation. This is why I would say there's something wrong here. There's too much being made. We've lost focus on true value, which were those autographs. They used to have actually relics in some of this product. I think at one time, I could be wrong on that. Maybe not on Prizm. I know they did in the football product, but we've just lost true value. And we've over manufactured the 101s, the number to 10s, and we've even devalued the gold. We now have gold shimmers, which is just an unnumbered, nebulous printed number. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out the other links I have below. I'll leave the Cardboard Connection links. I'll leave my old videos down there. Again, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.